Hello. I hate the new Spotify. Man, why is everything is so, like companies like YouTube and Spotify, don't you make enough money to make sure that you're not shit services? I don't mean when you're being like nefarious and conniving with your immoral ventures. I just mean the technical aspects of your shit. Why is it now that when you click on an artist, a musician, I mean, first of all, it should go straight to their... what I should see is, like, I guess the top songs, whatever, and then I guess they're going to show the top albums. That's what they're going to do. But then you should be able to click on albums and it shows you the albums. It doesn't happen. Now it's just... They just show you, like, all the shit. Or you click on one of the albums and it comes up in, like, that... You know how sometimes you get, like, album view and sometimes you get the view where you see each track in the album, so you just got to scroll up and down and it's a fucking nightmare. Fuck you, Spotify. What the fuck is your problem? I think they did change it recently because they made it so bad that it was like every time you kind of clicked out of an album, it would go back to that track list view instead of the album view where you're just seeing each album and you can just click on them. Holy hell, they've made it a fucking nightmare for people that like listening to albums. Like, I'm on it right now. I'm on Michael Jackson. Every time someone gets Me Too'd, I'm like, oh yeah, check out their stuff. And it shows you, like, the top albums. Okay, that's cool. You click See All, and it just has... I swear to God, what the fuck is... This is, like, everything. This is just like, hey, all their singles and compilations and... You know, who gives a fuck about these, like, best of albums when you already have all those songs on the albums? They're there. If you want to listen to them, make your own fucking greatest hits playlist. God, how archaic. Or this greatest hits CD on one cassette tape. So it's bullshit because once you click on that, like I said, before it was even more bullshit. Now it's just slightly less bullshit. But now you have, then you have to click on the thing and then click fucking albums. Oh, thanks, Spotify. I gotta click on a bunch of shit now. But look, I'm not here to shit on Spotify, although maybe I would. I should probably do it a bit more. But what I'm really here for today is to defend and shit on Marvel man babies. You fucking babies. You little you babies watching Marvel movies. Oh god, I probably sound nasally when I'm shitting on them because I've had a cold or COVID. I don't know. I did saliva tests, but it's like, oh, they probably don't work if you're triple vax. And you're like, oh, that's fucking great. But anyway, these Marvel man babies, these fucking people that poo in their pants, still have diapers, need their girlfriends to wipe their ass. I don't know how they have girlfriends and I don't. But it doesn't matter. Look, I don't want to make this gender specific, by the way. There's women as well. Women pissing and shitting in their diapers while they watch fucking Marvel movies. While they got their drip feeding in like an endless supply of popcorn and Maltesers just in a chute, just like already crushed up and basically digested for them already, but just shoved into their mouth. And sometimes they start like... Actually, a lot of the time when they see a Marvel quip, you know, the quips they have, they will start to choke on the popcorn and Maltesers, just like they're sucking a big dick. They're going to take out that tube and it sprays Maltesers and popcorn all over the bloody living room. And they don't care because they're too busy laughing at fucking Moon Knight. What I want to say is that I don't appreciate people shitting on people like this. What's wrong with Marvel movies? I don't watch them because they're shit. No, I have my problems with them. I guess I'll get to that later. I really don't like Marvel or even superhero movies that much nowadays. I guess people seem to... There's probably not too many people. I don't know. But like, it's weird that people say... superhero movies, Marvel movies are for kids. Sometimes they say they're for babies. What the fuck is your problem? I'm weirded out. Like people say like they're literally kids movies, and I think I don't think so. I don't even think Pixar make kid movies. Kids movies to me are like the two little sheep that are talking to each other, and there's nothing in it for adults. They're just like, oh, we gotta go over the hill. Oh, And it's just like, it's actual, kids stuff, the sort of entertainment for kids. But the thing, like Pixar movies and everything, and all the Marvel movies, they're all like, general. It's universal. It's just everyone. That's what it is. That's what I would say. That's this distinguishment, distinguishment. What the fuck? Well, I'm trying to figure this word out. That's what distinguishes them. That's the distinguishment from the Marvel movies, like those movies, and kids' movies. Okay? Are we cool with that? Are we cool with that kind of definition? Like, they're still for everyone. And really, they're not. Marvel movies aren't for everyone. In fact, kids shouldn't be watching them. You fucking kids going around in the cinemas making a big noise. I'm trying to watch the new Doctor Strange. Shut the fuck up. Goddamn kids. I'm not kidding around right now. There really have been people on Reddit, of course, who have been like saying like, trying to watch the new Spider-Man movie with just fucking kids in the cinema running around and laughing and watching the movie. It's just like, sometimes I wish they would have like Marvel cinema screenings, but only for adults. That would be better. It's just, that's bullshit. I don't think I've seen a Marvel movie since Infinity War. I watched the first half. I paid top dollar, full dollar to watch half a movie. I was like, fuck you, man. What is it? This hasn't finished? Fuck you. That's bullshit. I hate that shit. That's another reason why I hate Marvel movies. But yeah, oh shit, I just remembered I gotta do something. Oh, jerk it off. Oh, fuck. That's what I had to remember to do. I'm doing it to like DeviantArt fan art of Spider-Man and Doctor Strange making out across many multiverses. Alright, back to the Marvel movies. But yeah, these Marvel movies, I mean, people just say they're for kids, and again, it's kind of just like ages 8 to whatever. That's it, but people kind of look at that, and I don't think it's mostly kids watching them. And even if it is, it's not even mostly kids appreciating them. It's all these fucking man babies watching these films for kids, made for fucking fetuses, watching these movies and just and like really dissecting them and analyzing them and treating them like they're the new Greek gods, and that like there's like libraries worth written about them. Because if you really look into fucking anything, you can get an infinite amount out of it. But yeah, I don't think they're like, people saying that they're that they're for kids and that they're for children. I think, I don't know, the median age would be like 15, 14, 13. That would be it. I don't know, man. Everyone's just salty. Like, we've always had shitty blockbuster movies. I wouldn't call... They didn't have that name, but we used to have, like, fucking movies where we'd be like, we gotta go save the... and that kind of thing. And I guess it's just now they're making bank. There's a big disparity between them and the horse shit, the art house or whatever, independent films, actual films. Okay, but what I hate about Marvel movies is that, first of all, I don't give a fuck. Second of all, they don't give a fuck. It just started to like come together in like kind of a soupy, gloopy, and they do feel kind of episodic, and like there's no real distinguishmentable between one Marvel movie and another. But the main thing that I'm having a problem with now with these films, that wasn't happening as much before, even back when I stopped watching them. But the problem now is that they're actually like, you have like multiverses and shit in them, and it kind of just makes it like anything can happen. They're just like, why did that happen? Because multiverse. So that's where you'd have like, I don't know, Doctor Strange. I don't know if this happens in the film, but he shows up in the opening fight scene and gets fucking killed. Everyone's like, oh my god, Doctor Strange dying. Oh, sorry, I got COVID. Doctor Strange dying in his own movie? Whoa, what a twist, huh? And then obviously, just a bit later on, he's like, go back in time and grab him and be like, oh, we've got you. You almost died. Fuck. You did die, but you're good now. Or they go into a multiverse or this and that or whatever. And it's just, yeah, that to me is just very lame. It's just, it doesn't really add up to anything. It doesn't mean anything. You're just watching the movie. You're just like, fucking, anything can happen. There's nothing at stake or whatever. Like someone dies. It's just like, you just come back, just fly. As soon as they fucking die, there everyone's like, oh no! And then a portal opens up in the sky and they fly right back out like, hey, thought I was gone. Just for a second. To be continued in part 2 and 3 and 4. Please, pre-order your tickets now. Fucking Marvel movies. Why do you give a shit? Because Marvel movies, they're not made for kids. They're just made for anyone who has the mental capacity of a kid. Even though when I watch those movies, I can't fucking understand them. So that's the goddamn motherfucking problem I have with this shit. Oh yeah, and another problem that I had, this has been going on for a bit longer, but it just seems like superheroes in movies aren't superheroes. I probably mentioned this before, but like they seem to not be like superheroes in the traditional sense where it's like everyday, average, pleb people of the world. They're like, falling off a balcony or whatever. I don't know. They get hit by a car and a superhero comes and saves them. It's that whole thing. I mean, you're seeing this kind of shit in Spider-Man, the original ones, the original from the Sam Raimi trilogy from 1876 when those movies came out. But the problem is now it just seems like superheroes are too self-involved with each other. So now they don't really even they don't save anyone. In fact, they kill people and no one gives a crap. But they're just like trying to fight each other and they're just like shooting lasers and shit. And it's just like, what the fuck is it? Like, it's like, I am Arrowhead. I shoot arrows, but I also just shoot laser thingies out of my hand. It's kind of just like, I don't know. It's like Dragon Ball Z. I don't know. He's just shooting these like laser beams and all this kind of shit and just like deflecting them, and it's like hits a building and kills like a Puerto Rican family, but who gives a shit? You see him die, fall out the window. Superheroes are like, I'd like to save you, but I have to kill this guy first. He's the main guy. He's the main baddie who never even dies, and even if he did die, just fucking come back from the multiverse. But yeah, the most egregious one that I saw was in Man of Steel, when like Superman like goes, he's like fighting Zod, right? He's fighting him in like a large empty cornfield or whatever, and he's like, nah, fuck this, if I'm gonna fight you, I'm gonna take it into a city where there's a bunch of people that could get killed and we can cause 9/11 times 1,000, which is what they do. And then everyone in the city is like, hooray for Spooner Man. I was like, fuck this movie. That shit is terrible. That fucking movie was god awful. That was a fucking terrible movie. I don't actually hate superhero movies that much. Some of them are just like, it's alright. That movie stank. Fucking Man of Steel. So yeah, I don't like that they're not actual heroes. That's another problem. I guess they're super, but they're not yeah, all our heroes are dead now. And they came back through the multiverse. But they're not even really heroes. They don't give a fuck about you. But there's no awareness of this at all. There's absolutely no awareness. Like, you don't just see this shit anymore. They're just like, fucking hell, man. Is this what comic books are like? This is dumb, man. It's just some fucking autistic person's just spurgy imagination. She'd be like, and then he hits him, and he hits him there, and he goes over there, but he's there, and he dies, but he comes back. That's all we're watching. That's all it is. Alright, that's it? I swear I was going to say some more. I thought I had like a lot to talk about. But, it's only Marvel movies, so I don't give a fuck, Let's talk about the abortion thing in in America. Man, they're going to make it so that you can't ever get an abortion. And in some instances, you have to... in fact, I think in most instances, you can't even use contraceptive anymore. Oh my god. Hey, you got to keep pulling it out. And then they're even going to make it that... in some instances, Even if you're not even having sex, you will be forced to have sex and you have to have a baby. Ugh, what kind of backwards ass, fucking conservative, Republican, Confederate, 1788 bullshit is this? But then again, it's good that we did that did go through. I mean that it went overturned because Roe v. Wade was showing that like you could have a kid. You could be like 6 months. The kid could be 6 months old and could be aborted. Oh, that's taking it too far. Come on now. I mean, yeah, every life is precious. Oh, yeah, no, not really. I am like not only against abortion but against contraceptive. Like, what are you doing? Like, you gotta fuck someone. But you're not even. Like, you're wasting the sperm. Like, that could have been a kid. That could have been a kid, man. It was just a precious life, and it could have been, but you had to come in a condom. or the pill and whatever the fuck that does. Makes you think you're on your period? I don't know, and I don't care. Because women don't talk to me. Women don't talk to me and be like, yo, this is what the pill does. And I'm glad women don't do that because it's fucking gross. It's gross. I can't believe, like, I remember someone this chick on Facebook was just like, what's gross about period blood? And it's like, what are you talking about? It's fucking gross. Well, you're like, what's gross about snot or poo? Pee-pee. Even regular blood is gross. Regular blood is very alarming. It's very, like, snot is fine and shit is, you just, when you see blood, you're like, oh, no. That really shouldn't be out there. And like period blood is like jam. It's like even worse. Like ew. Well, oh no, don't be like ew. This came from a woman. It's amazing. Yeah. So if there's any women out there from America that need an abortion, call me up on 1-800-free abort your fetus, and I'll just get in there with the egg beater, get it out, and we can have some drinks afterwards. All right, fuck it. I'm just gonna make this a short podcast. Yeah, I really should because I can't fucking talk right now. I'm gonna shoot a shocker, and I'm still got a cold and still got a. I feel very feverish, like I'm really just hot and cold, you know? I was lying in bed like, oh, I'm bloody, I'm really warm. And then when I woke up a little bit later, I was like, oh, God, I'm cold. I had to grab an extra blanket. I think the opposite happened the next night. Next night, I was like, oh, I'm bloody cold. And then I woke up, I was like, fuck, I'm sweating like shit. Yeah, that's good. Got to sweat it out. Ugh. You know what's, you know what makes you sweat good? Sex. Yeah. You know what, you know what makes, not only makes you happy and is pleasurable, but also increases your life expectancy and reduces heart failure and cancer and makes you less prone to COVID-19 symptoms? Sex. So if you can have it, you will die later, which makes sense because if you're not having it, you want to die earlier. So that's cool. But that doesn't make, like, people say like, oh, every hug adds like 4 minutes to your life. Well, in that case, how come I'm not dead? Anyway, this has been the David Morgan Brown Experience. Yeah, boy. Coming in from the Octagon. Episode 51. I think this is the first podcast I'm doing when I'm 31, I think. Or I might be horribly mistaken. I don't know.